Hello everyone, I'm Sagar Garcia from Macintosh & Son, and in this video we are going to show you how you can create a run line for your field applications onto FieldOps. That being said, let's start the video. Now, to create a run line, make sure that you have logged in into your FieldOps portal and you have your field boundaries mapped and you have your grower farm field set up in there. If you already have run lines that you have created into the display and you have uploaded through a USB stick, or it has come across through the cloud and you want to visualize them, what you can do is you can go to the layer tab from the right hand side vertical window, as you can see on the screen wherever my cursor is sitting. Click on layers, and from the layers what you can do is you can click on resources, and in the resources panel, if you scroll down, you will have heaps of the option which you can turn on and off as you please. And I want you to navigate yourself through a swath sort of section of the resource tab, and here you have an option. Either you can click on show all, which basically gonna show you all of your run lines into your farm, or you can just go AB curve if there is any AB curve, or just the curve lines if there is any curve lines, and that basically your outer boundary runs. Straight lines is your straight AB lines, or the heading straight lines with the heading value or the angle value. And pivot line is for something if you have center pivot system and if you're farming in circular motion, then the pivot line is there, but unfortunately we do not have any pivot line on our farm. But to make the video simpler, we're gonna stick it to creating a straight line. At this point of the line, FieldOps does not have capability to create an outer boundary headland based on specified distance of the implement. That's saying that it's not gonna have in the future. CNH is still working and improving the portal, so hopefully that capability will be in here and we can create a headland from the boundary. But for this video, we're just gonna create a straight line. We're gonna create a line with the heading values, and we're gonna shift that line for a particular distance. That being said, let's start creating a run line. So to create a run line, you need to navigate yourself to setup from left hand side vertical window, and from the new pop-up slide you have to click on fields, and from the fields you have to click on swaths. Once you are in a swath window, it will give you a list of all the swaths from all of your field, from all that, whatever the field you may have in that farm. To add up the run line in those fields, what you need to do is click on add from bottom right hand side corner. Here you can give a name. So let's start from creating a straight run line which have point A and point B. So I'm giving a AB. The field, you can, if you have square paddocks, or you are running your crop direction in the same direction for most of your fields, then you can select the multiple fields at a time, and you can just having that one run line in one field. When you export the data, you're gonna have that very same run line in another fields as well. So that is something you can do, and that's just being a smart way to create your run lines, or just being a smart way to manage your run lines. That's something I only recommend if you already have that farm situation. That's not for everyone, so just do as you wish. For purpose of this video, I'm just making one run line for one field for now. So let's say my field is one pub field. I want to put it that as other, because that's my straight run line right on the boundary. and later in the video I'm gonna create a new run line based on that one after shifting 6 meter in, which will be for my ripping applications or deep ripping applications or harvesting applications. I'm gonna select the straight if you wanna have point A and point B, and once you make all of the selection, click on draw swath. Once you are in the new draw swath window, and if you want to have your run line right on the boundary, you can tick on snap the swath to the nearest boundary. That's in a tickable box right bottom of the left hand side of the draw swath window. And doing that, what I'm doing is I have put my point A in here, put my point B in here, and I have to just nudge those points a bit to align on the boundary, and then click on done. So now that AB run line is right on top of my boundary, and I'm gonna save that run line in there. I probably will change it so it just help me further to identify that one. So let's say test. I'll put that word after that. Now, as I said, we are also gonna create a run line with the heading value. So rather than just clicking on save, I'm gonna click on save and add another one. And for the very same field, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create AB angle. So this angle, I'm gonna offset my run lines to the 12 degree, and that's for my deep ripping applications or cross ripping applications in the field in the summertime. Now this run line, I'm also gonna put it into other group, because there will be another run line which I'm gonna shift it based on this run line for my tillage applications. So that's where I will select the group type as a tillage. As you go along in the video, these things will make sense. So let's say type is a heading, because we want to specify a value. Click on draw swath, click on snap the swath to the nearest boundary. This is my point A, this is my point B. So now they are on the boundary. And one thing you need to keep in mind is you want to put your point A and point B the further possible, because that way you will have sort of quite straight line rather than, you know, having those 2 points quite near, because the boundary can have a bit wobbly in here as well. So that can make a huge impact to the straightness of your field or crop direction. So as I have created point A and point B quite wide, or, you know, end to end in my field, that's something I would highly recommend. Doesn't matter either you creating in the angle direction or straight AB direction. Click on done, and it has established a heading value. But as I said, I want to have this run line on a 12 degree. So I'm gonna change that heading value, and then I'm gonna click on save. So now that run line has been created at 12 degree from north direction. So 0 is on dead north, 90 degree is on west, 270 degree is on the south, 180 degree is on the south, 270 is on the east, and 360 is come back to the 0 north. So either 0 and 360, they are in dead north direction. Now let's go back to our first field, which was the pub, by click on field pub, and here as you can see that this is our run line 12 degree on angular direction, and this is straight AB run line. So let's try to shift that run line by 6 meter into the field. And why I am moving 6 meter? Because my harvester width is 12 meter. So in here, when you shift a run line, you do not have option to specify your implement width. It's more like how much the absolute amount you wanna shift it in. So this is something really important, and you want to keep it in mind when you shift your run line. It's not the full implement width that you want to shift, it's the half of the implement width that you want to shift for that particular implement. So let's say my header width is 12 meters. So I'll say 6 meters in here, half of the 12. I will change my unit from centimeter to meter. So every time you have to keep in mind is this unit is get by default to the meter, centimeter. So you have to change it every single time. To select the direction, so you have an option which is to the left side of the swath or to the right side of the swath. So the left and the right side has dependent on where is your point A is and in what direction your point B is. So you have to think like that you are sitting or standing right next to the A point in the direction of to the B, and then you have to select left or right. So let's say this one will be right side to put that run line 6 meter into the field. Now it doesn't make too big of a difference even though you put it in outside, because all of your rest of the run line except your main run line is just the simply projection of or based on your implement width. So if you put the 6 meter outside of the field or 6 meter inside of the field, you're still gonna line up. So left and right is not matter, but I would highly advise that you should or you must put all of your run lines into the field rather than putting outside of the field. And once you click on apply shift, you can see that run line has been moved straight from my boundary edge to 6 meter into the field. And what you want to do is, if you click on save, your A/B test, which was your original run line, that will shift. But if you click on save as a new swath, then you're gonna have your original swath straight onto the boundary, but you're gonna have a new swath called A/B test, or you have to rename it called A/B test 2, which will become your new run line 6 meter into the field. And hence, since we are considering our harvester width, I want to put this run line into harvesting category. So when it comes to exporting the data, I can sort out my run line based on my operational needs, and this will highly effective to sort out your run lines. And then click on save as a new swath, and we'll do the same for our angular run line as well. Now click on the line that you have in here, click on edit. The very same method you can use to edit the name of your run lines as well. Or if you have created that run line and you want to assign it to, say, let's say second field as well, you can do so as well. So you're gonna have 12 meter angular run line for all of your field, which can be helpful in cross ripping applications. Since this one is a cross ripping applications and deep ripping is one of the type of the tillage, I'm going to put this run line into the tillage group, and I want to shift that run line for, let's say, 2 meters, because my deep ripper width is 4 meter, and let's say right side, which just gonna go a bit further. So here you can see it seems like I forgot to click on apply shift. So this is really necessary, and do not forget it to click on apply shift. So even though I have made all of my selection properly, and I didn't click on apply shift, there was no shift applied in my original line, and my new line was right on top of my original line. So it's sort of hips of the line or dodgy lines gonna be there, and operator in the cab is gonna get confused which one he needs to select. So click on apply shift, which gonna shift, and it's also gonna apply like in that direction. So that field, and that field, because I have selected the multiple fields, and say save as a new swath. And here you can see that there is our new AB angle to run line is created from 6 meter shift to the left, and that's how you can create a run line, modify a run line, and sort out the run lines based on your operational needs. Thanks for watching the video, and if you like this video, do follow and subscribe our YouTube channel, where we also have heaps of other videos on FieldOps how to. We also have videos on TeleView 12, Pro 1200 displays, TeleView 4 displays, Pro 700 displays, and Raven screen, as well as the TopCon screens. And if you looking for any specific video and you do not find on our YouTube channel, please leave a comment below in any of the videos, so we can make a video for you for your future applications and help you to in your precision farming, so you can adapt and easily use new technologies. Thanks for the video, watching the video, and we will see you in the next one.